All right, 2025. It is the 12th, I think 11th. Let me see. No, okay. Let's get into it. So, what are we talking about? Three things: not caring, consistency, and putting myself first. These are the three things I'm working on, and this is why I put those three. I put these three down because I watched from Zig Ziglar and a few others said write things down, and I want to start journaling more. But generally, write things down and break them down in the year. Like, let's say for me, my three goals this year is to not care about anything except for stuff that genuinely matter. Like, not care in the stuff external, like what someone has going on in their life. I feel like I like to help people, and I do the extra amount that takes a lot of energy and time out of me. I should not care. They got to deal with that. And I mean, like, people that I'm not really close to, people who wouldn't do the same for me, that kind of stuff. Like, I'm a very helpful person. I like to really help in not not to sound, I guess, like, oh, I help people and that kind of stuff. I mean it in a way where just like I just know myself. I'm always looked at as maybe the kind of person who's gonna help out, who go the extra mile, and I love that about myself. But I gotta stop doing it to people who really don't matter. The consistency is just like consistency in everything and anything I do. Always stay consistent in it, into not what the hell's going on. Just so, yeah. Oh, okay. This video is playing. Okay, there you go. Let me move that out the way. But okay, how to deal with that. But anyways, I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep it. I don't care. But that part. So keep it consistent. Gym, work, whatever it is, right? And then putting myself first. Putting myself first is like being the person who person being the person who is who's thinking of themselves before others, because like I feel like, again, I think about myself before others a lot. I put them, like, I care about a lot more people than I care enough about myself, so I'm trying to do that a lot less. So what I've done is I wrote down the three things, but I wrote down what are the characteristics of a person like this. So like, in general, like, you want to be someone who's more confident. What does a confident person do? Is it their speech? Is it how they interact? What did they do to get there? That kind of stuff. Like, how do you define someone who is confident? You could say charismatic. Okay, what is charismatic? Okay, and then what are the things to get to be charismatic? Okay, then how do you get to these three things? So for not caring, I put so steps on how to get there, or basically the person that's like that. So not putting any value into what people think of me and what I do. So I don't care what no one else thinks. This is my life. This is what I'm going to do, and this is how I'm going to do it. Not valuing other people's problems above my own. Kind of what I was saying earlier about I put more attention to other people's and rather than what's going on in my life. And then not going above and beyond to those who want to do the same in return, like I said earlier. And then to not put any time or effort into conversations that won't change anything or benefit me. I'm not gonna have conversations that are frivolous, that are whatever, talking about this, that, and the other. If there's no money on the table, if there's no room for me to grow, if there's none of that for a better understanding, then I don't want to talk. Let's like, we can have fun, we can have our jokes, but that's all we're doing. I don't want to have those conversations. To not try and fix everyone and everything around me. I try to do it with my family, do it with the people around me. I say, you can't be doing this. This is not, like, all my friends, they'll always say about somebody, about like that's just who they are. And I'd be like, no, that's not who that's not a good excuse. Da da da. And it's just like I'm trying to fix and help people that, like, they gotta fix that on their own. I'm not the fixer upper. And then not telling people what I'm doing, no matter what. So no matter what it is, I'm not gonna tell people. I do sometimes, but like, I shouldn't be saying that at all. And then, so that's for not caring. For consistency, so commit to things and not avoid them. To not miss 2 days plus on anything. Take breaks when needed, no matter the weather or emotion I'm having. It won't affect my goals such work. So keeping it consistent. Being able to say no to things that will disrupt my flow. I can say no to going out. I can say no to a lot of stuff. So no, yeah. Put my what does it say? Put my actual hours in with no distraction. So like, if I'm watching a video or doing this and that and that and this, should just be focused on what I need to do. So that kind of thing. Sorry, I'm just adding this link so I don't lose it. Let me go boom, boom. Okay. And then take action on anything to not just make my work easier but better. So put in that action. So that's for consistency that I feel like I want to get better at or that I want to become, and then putting myself first. So steps on how to get there. Being able to say no to good ideas. So it's kind of like what earlier, being able to say no to things that don't matter. There could be a really good idea, but if I have something in mind, something can be a better idea that I can focus on. But not every good idea is a good idea to follow. If that makes sense. It's just good to stick where you're going and then change it on from there. Um, Focusing and optimizing on what works best for me. So either removing, adding, just optimizing to best fit my needs. Putting my mental and physical health needs first before anyone. So before anyone or anything, it doesn't matter who it is. I gotta come first. I love like obviously that's selfish, but I'm too selfless right now. If that makes sense. Like there's some times where yeah, sure I'll be come together, but like other times I'm like, no, bro, like I'm not gonna go all that extra mile. I'm gonna just do me, you know. And then being able to sacrifice time and money to reach my goals. Um, Sometimes I gotta sacrifice my time and just put all my thing in. I gotta sacrifice money in the sense of spending. So like that, and then being able to sacrifice time and money with family and friends. So what that means is time and money is like time going out with friends, going out with family. That could also look like um what's it called? That can also look like spending money with friends, going to Dave's, going to Shake Shack, going to McDonald's, going to whatever it is. Like whatever you do, you go out with friends, whether it's eating, shopping, excuse me, wherever it may be. Go ahead and go do it. I want to read a quote from this book called Beyond Thoughts. Um, and here is it here. One of my favorite quotes. This is one of the first few. Here, when I let go of my expectations of who I want you to be, I can finally see the beauty of who you are and set us both free. Judgment blinds us from seeing who we truly are. I'm confined by what I compare myself to, the cage we create, and the blind spot. That's so true, man. And then here's I'll go for two more. Let's say. Let's see. What if the reason we hurt comes from judging what's better or worse? Why can't things just be different and that be enough? What season in nature is right or wrong? What is our difference? What if our differences could be the reason we feel like we belong? Then I'll read one more. Self-care is the most selfless thing you can do. What if your contemporary? What if your contem? What? Oh, what if your commentary about life is getting in the way of you actually experiencing it? So yeah, I know I kept reading contemporary. I was like auto reading, but those are good quotes. And again, find three things that you want to grow in. Find three things that you want to change. Find three things to help you get started to the person you want to become. For you, it's different. It could be reading. It could be this, and that. Everyone's different. I would also say is like, look, the truth and honesty about this: morning runs, waking up super early, um, working out in the gym, eating all the right foods. All of that are so good for you. And as a Muslim, that is good for you. And it is mandatory for you. But don't try to do all of them at once. Do what you can. Take small increments. You don't have to probably be running in the morning or going for morning walks or going to the gym and waking up early. Maybe you're just eating right now or just trying that. Try that, then go to the other stuff. Take it one. If you're not someone who likes to go turkey or just go all in, then sure. If you have time for that and you have the effort for that, sure. Not everyone's the same. And I've been realizing that a lot. So focus on you, focus on your goals, focus on your time. That's all you got. No one else got your time. Everyone has the same amount of time, but no one uses their time the same as everyone else. Yes, there's people who work 9 to 5, but the way they use their time for work is different. The way they spend their time is different. Everyone's different. Everyone, no matter if there's similarities, everyone's different. So work on your clock, work on your time. That's what I was just trying to show you guys with what I'm doing, what I'm having, what the goals are. So, inshallah, that's gonna be good. I'm gonna also try to get a video in about everything going on with the clothing brand and what I need to do, but you guys will see that later. Yeah,